Hey, Great Barrington, this is Barrington Airlines, November Charlie 98342. We are 5 miles out, bearing south-southwest.
Are we there yet?
Sure are. Great Barrington is right over there.
I want to see Fairview.
All right, here we go. Hey, how's it looking up there? Can you see all of Great Barrington?
Oh my gosh. What a great community.
It's a beautiful little town. We love it up here.
And they're lucky because they don't have to just use be careful. They have a hospital.
That's right.
Good hospital.
We're approaching Fairview Hospital right now. For the passengers on the right side of the airplane, it's a glorious sight right there.
There it is. This plane goes down. I want to be in that hospital. There's someone who can explain it better than I can. Hey, Dr. Elliott, tell the people why I love Fairview.
Sure thing, Paula. Be careful up there. Hello, everyone. A big welcome to all of you who've lived here for a long time, who call the Berkshires their home or their home away from home. And also a big welcome to all of you who might be new to the area. As a small rural hospital, Fairview is a safety net for our community. But Paula, if you fall from up there, I don't think we can catch you. Why do people love Fairview? Is it because it's an award-winning 25-bed federally designated critical access hospital? Is it because it provides a full range of outpatient and acute care services? Is it because we're an affiliate of Berkshire Health Systems, which means that patients who need specialized care get sent to top-notch facilities right here in the Berkshires and beyond? Yes, all of that. But most importantly, we care. For over a century, Fairview has taken care of our community, and our community has given us back nothing but love.
We can go right through the roof of Fairview Hospital, and what I know is instant good care.
Absolutely.
And is that Smitty? The one and only state representative, Smitty Pignatelli, who shows up in every film?
Hey, Paula, what are you doing up there?
I'm here to support Fairview Hospital.
From all the way up there? Come on down and visit.
I bet you some Pignatellis have been through there. That's gonna be the most Massachusetts name I have ever heard. I'll bet your mother used to call you in for dinner. It's time for supper. Smitty, get in here with all the other Pignatellis. We're having corn. Oh.
Paula? Paula?
I'm fine, Doctor. Going in for a landing.
Barrington Airlines, left crosswind runway 29, Poundstone on board.
Cup 342, clear to land runway 29.
Okay, when we land, don't just put your foot out, you'll wreck your knee again.
I'll be right there. The hospital took good care of me right then and there.
Welcome back to Earth, Paula.
Thank you very much. So I imagine it's about a 40-minute wait for my bags now?
Bags went to Los Angeles.
Loved you in Top Gun. It is way too hot for this outfit. How's my hair? Welcome to the 2021 Fairview Gala. Hey.
How are you today?
Good enough.
Let me give you a mask.
Oh, thanks so much.
Thank you. How can I help you today?
I'm in Fairview Hospital. I feel good already. I'm here because we're making a video for the Fairview Hospital 2021
Yay!
Gala.
I'm just going to screen you.
All right.
Any of these symptoms in the last few days?
No,
Have you been exposed to anyone with the virus that you know of?
not that I know of.
Have you tested positive in the last couple of days?
I have not. However, I have been very positive.
That's important
That's just who I am.
these days.
Not really. How do you get over, like as an emergency room doctor, is it illegal to say ew? Exclaim?
You don't say ooh.
Yeah.
You don't say oops.
Yeah.
We learned that day one.
Yeah.
We it's not so bad.
And what drew you to emergency medicine?
Chaos.
You like the chaos? You were such a calm person that you needed something to kind of give you a little adrenaline. Was that it?
No, it's something like that. But
Yeah.
I like so many different parts of medicine. And the nice thing about emergency medicine is I get to do, something different every day that is part of the wide range of what medicine is.
Do you base it on what's wrong with the patient, or you just like to have a lot of variety? So a guy comes in with a broken leg and you do something to his head, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I like the oops and the ooh, a little bit frowned upon. If you're used to big city hospitals, you'll be surprised to know that a small rural hospital like Fairview will provide you the same quality care as you'll get in the big city. So if you're suffering from small hospital apprehension, we'll cure you of that. Who knew such good things were so close to home?
Hello, welcome to Robbins.
Oh my goodness, Paula Poundstone.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice
Good to see you in Great Barrington.
Oh, so you get a bucket.
We get a bucket and we're gonna fill it with candy.
You don't even have to worry about choking on a hard candy. I met your emergency room doctor. He's good. So just
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it.
Yeah,
Just
it's
go
all
for it.
free.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go
and
do
then
that.
after you have your bucket of candy, you want to make your way to the exercise room in the back. Brilliant marketing move.
And they go with almost every
I
outfit.
have a lot of vision problems, so I am this far from being this myself. Is your husband a dentist? You know what? Thank you for wearing your masks, you kids.
What's your favorite candy? Smarties. Oh, we have lots of Smarties.
Oh, that's so much easier than going to school. Wait, so what drew you? What kind of doctor are you?
Hospitalist.
A hospitalist. I never in my life heard of that term, hospitalist. That means you treat the people in the hospital.
Yes.
Huh. Why isn't that just a doctor in a hospital?
Doctor in the hospital is good.
Oh, okay.
But they're all doctors in the hospital.
Yeah. And what drew you to this hospital? Why work in a small hospital?
I think because I interviewed in fall.
Because it's so beautiful in the Berkshires in the fall.
Yes.
Huh, boy. As soon as this guy takes up a summer sport, you're losing him.
Watch out for the
That tree that I just hooked it on?
That's okay, yeah, that's okay. Oh, yeah.
Did it come back?
Yeah, we got it.
Well, so I love it that I did it right when you said watch out for the... Have you ever had any people in the emergency room that came with fly fishing injuries?
I've seen kids with like hooks stuck in their head, their feet, their hands, all over the place. So we do a lot of fishing stuff.
My grandparents used to have a little cabin on a pond in West Virginia. And we were, my sister and I had gone out to fish one day, and my grandmother was standing behind us, but we didn't know it.
Right.
And my sister went to cast, and she caught my grandmother in the chicken neck. And you could pull on it and still not have any resistance for a while. Yeah. And her only response was, oh.
The convenience of having a small hospital practically in our backyard has been a great feature of our lives.
I'm very grateful it's here. We have used it a number of times, sometimes in the middle of the night, and it's scary when something happens and you don't expect it. And be able to say, get in the car, we're gonna go right there. I was so appreciative I didn't have to drive so far and go here and wait here. We went, we were in, we were out. We know we're gonna get first-rate care. And so it's very comforting for us to be here and have our Fairview right around the corner.
Because we're a small community, we can take care of them right away in our emergency room. They don't have to wait 3 days to get to a doctor or 2-3 weeks to get an appointment with their primary care doctor.
Did you know that the average wait time for a New York City emergency room is almost 40 minutes? At Fairview, it's only 15 minutes. So no matter what your emergency, we'll take care of you. Stat. Who knew such good things were so close to home?
And do you have a favorite candy?
Well, you know, it's the Tootsie Roll.
I mean, I'm a big Three Musketeers person. Sometimes when you fly in an airplane, when you go in the store at the airport, they only have the huge
ones.
Three Musketeers.
Yeah, well,
and the
because-
reason for that is if the plane goes down on a deserted island,
You better have.
everyone can eat from that bar.
You better have the candy
Yeah.
available for at least a couple of weeks.
My whole family loves Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, so
Oh, I'm very
we love
flattered.
listening to you, so.
It's really fun to do. You know what? Here's a little Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me backstage story. In the back, I always stop off and buy some candy before I get there. I've usually loaded Peter up on those before the show begins. Oh, nice. So we're working out for our peanut butter high right after this start. You know what? I recently have found that sugar is a lot better for you than you guys have been saying. Because for the longest time, I felt bad about eating sugar, and so I try not to eat so much sugar. And then within the last couple of years, I've just gone whole hog back to sugar. I feel fantastic. I lost weight. Apparently, you guys have had it backwards for a little while.
Yeah, but once you get diabetes, you'll lose weight.
Yeah, well, not always.
Here at Fairview, quality is of utmost importance. As a critical access hospital, Fairview Hospital has to follow certain standards of care, and part of my job is to help support the team at making sure we meet those standards of care. The thing that really measures how great a hospital is are based on two things. You have to have excellent staff engagement, and you have to have excellent patient experience. And here at Fairview, we have both. Fairview Hospital has been rated one of the top hospitals in America for employee engagement. It's the teamwork, it's the camaraderie, it's our ability to come together when there are challenges. When you have excellence in employee engagement, it means that you're going to have excellent patient experience. Fairview Hospital has won the Outstanding Patient Experience Award from Healthgrade for the last 8 years. That's why I love working here at Fairview Hospital.
What drew you here? Was it the fall?
Well, sort of.
And did you say that you worked in wellness?
Yes, I do a life enhancement program for the community.
What does that mean, life
Well, it's-
enhancement?
well,
Do you like go door to door with carrots?
Not really,
Good.
but
I hate carrots.
it's a 12-week program where we talk about nutrition, exercise, spirituality. We really try to treat the person as a whole, and it's a community benefit that the hospital provides for the community, and we really try to bring wellness to them what level that they're at, so that they see the hospital not just as a place of sickness, but of wellness.
That's clever. I imagine they don't have that program at just any hospital.
You know, Fairview's kind of a unique situation because it's what's called a critical access hospital, which is a very small town hospital.
So you want, like when the ambulance brings somebody in, you want to be able to go, Bob! You want to
Well, exactly.
know
That's the
people.
case, right? That's right. Yeah, you see him. I see him all the time. I might see him at the grocery store the next day. You know? You know, that type of thing. And it's wonderful, right? I see my patients in town. I take care of their family members. I take care of like all my neighbors within the last couple of years, you know?
Wow.
I'm walking down the street and it's like, hey, doc, hey, how's your arm? How's your this? How's your that? You know,
Oh,
so it's kind of
that's
funny,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
So now as I walk down the street, I realize I've taken care of, maybe, 8 or 10 people who live, literally in my neighborhood, and that's wonderful. It's kind of like being like the old-time small-town doctor.
I was about
then,
to say, it's like you're in Gunsmoke or something.
Honestly, the hospital is an extension of the town. And I'll give you an example. I was walking from my house to the restaurant yesterday, and a patient stopped me in the street and said, "Oh, my knee feels so much better. Thank you. I'm running and I'm hiking." Now that kind of stuff would never happen in a big city. That's why being here is awesome.
Are you ever in the grocery store and you see people buying stuff and you go over and go, put that back?
Yes.
And you want the watermelon on top of the chips? Is that how you usually do it?
We enjoy you on the radio, may I say.
Well, thank you. But perhaps from listening to me on the radio, perhaps you had no idea of my additional skills.
Yes, no, it's very impressive.
What kind of bread is this?
It's gluten-free.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gluten-free.
Yeah.
So you might not need to go to Fairview Hospital. When I'm with somebody who orders gluten-free at a restaurant, I always turn to the waiter and go, could I have their gluten? If somebody orders sugar-free in a restaurant, I get up and leave the table. had it with them.
This was my greatest checkout experience.
Yes.
That makes me so happy.
You're an unexpected treat.
Hand that. I'm not paying for it.
We heard a lot of people were quitting their jobs, but this is like
how
ridiculous.
Are you? You know what? I applied for work at some grocery stores during the pandemic and got turned down cold. Trader Joe. Joe didn't want to trade with me, I'll tell you that. Really, this baguette thing is big in this part of the world. It's the Berkshires. Every night we have the baguette.
Do you mind if I assist in bagging?
Please. I don't think you're getting money off for bagging your own, because you don't here.
Got it.
An emoji.
All right, go.
I knew Anna when she was just a baby, and from the time she could crawl, they made her bag. Is it too late to press charges? I think.
Thank you.
If I can get them to feel sorry enough for me, I'm a fantastic bagger. Take care. Thanks so much.
Thanks for helping out.
Oh, it's nice to be here. It's nice to be here for the Fairview Hospital 2021 Gala.
Now we're really on.
Did I hit the tree again?
Yeah, right here. This one, that's okay.
Oh, that tree?
Yeah. But right here.
I've caught 2 trees.
Because it's better than nothing here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this. You're gonna toss it upstream a little bit, just sort of flip it upstream.
Yeah. That's a natural bug movement. They go in the water and they're like, get me,
So they're
get
trying,
me,
right?
get
So
me.
these,
And
we're
then
mimicking.
it made me kind of want to like.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I can see.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping the fish will do too. You know, so of course.
I just finished reading Moby Dick, so a lot of this is very familiar to me. These are the flaky biscuits. Anna, do you have the flaky biscuits ever? You know, when you serve your flaky biscuits is when you have your flaky friends over.
I have a few of those, actually.
Yeah, the ones who don't show up on time. You know, they go, oh, I thought it started at 6. You go, hold on, I'll get you flaky biscuits. I used to grocery shop late at night and we'd get all cans of cat food and soda. No one ever seemed to realize I was eating that cat food and my cats were drinking. Good luck with
For the
that.
Gala.
These are, for the Fairview Hospital 2021 Gala.
Fairview Hospital literally saved my life once.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Are you okay now?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm good.
All right, you can only come in if you sing. Oh God.
Do you sing?
She's the most beautiful singer.
Oh, nice.
So sweet. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Love you. Love you.
Those are mine. Those are my little tiny cucumbers.
Those are called Armenian cucumbers.
I don't want to be rude to the Armenians, but what's the point of this? Armenian cucumber. You know what no one ever says? No one ever says, can I get you something to eat? You go, no, I just finished an Armenian cucumber. I'm full. Do you feel that doing this improves you as a doctor in any way?
I feel that it brings me inner peace.
Oh,
you know?
inner peace.
Right. So you know, as you can imagine, things are hectic in the ER from day to day.
As an emergency room doctor, you would want inner peace.
Exactly. And I get home and I have 3 kids, so there's no inner peace there.
Not
you know?
a bit of inner peace
there.
And how long have you been at Fairview? Was it LinkedIn? Did you get your job from LinkedIn?
Red wine. Oh, I didn't press the debit. You distracted
if you're having any kind of technical trouble, you have come to the right bag. I still use pelts when I trade.
Oh, those go in the green bag.
Well, that is a little overcompensation, I think.
Go, Paula, go. Go, Paula, go. Go, Paula, go.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I'm happy to be here for the Fairview Hospital 2021 Gala.
Barrington Airlines, Cub 342, clear for takeoff, runway 29.
Didn't you used to fly for American?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yep, it was a good job, but you know, at age 65 we have to retire, so.
So you never just tried to lie about your age?
Oh, we tried, but the federal government's got some pretty good intel on me, so.
Whereas they don't care how old you are at Great Barrington Airport. I was here once, I had a 105-year-old pilot. He was fine.
That was probably my grandfather. He lived to be 105 in 2 days, so I think you got him just before the end of the cycle.
He was fantastic.
Yeah, he did
They
a great
hand you a Fairview business card right when you get on the plane.
That's right, because you never know.
She does have insurance, doesn't she? Fairview Hospital is a critical access hospital. This is a federal designation, and it's one of only 3 in the entire state of Massachusetts. Because of that critical access designation, Fairview Hospital is on solid financial footing, and that state and federal reimbursement dollars and provide them the opportunity to look towards the future on the services that they're providing to their consumer base here in the Southern Berkshires. This is a special place. It's really a community-minded hospital. It's like family. Everybody you walk into in this hospital, from the food service folks to the cleaning service folks to the president, we're very lucky to have Fairview Hospital in the Southern Berkshires.
Community hospitals are as important to a community as community schools are, or as community services of any kind are. And the wonder of our Fairview Hospital is that it has sustained its involvement in the community in a way that has been so important to all of our acquaintances and friends. Even my kids who come here are so impressed with the idea of Fairview Hospital.
To me, it's one of the foundations of our community, because everybody I know has been there for something. And to have that quickness, to have them help us out, you're in, you're out, it's very efficient. It is part of the landscape
Oh,
here.
absolutely.
You can't just like take off the Washington Monument and move it. You know, it's got to be there.
Yeah.
And people depend on it.
Don't forget to donate to Fairview Hospital. Send us your checks or your stone tablets. I have an urgent care not far from my house, and because they don't let them gather in the lobby, there would be a line out the street. And so what I would do is, if there was something wrong with me, I would go to the line and I would ask people what they were there for, waiting to find someone who had the same symptoms as me. And then when they came out, I would say, what did the doctor tell you? Now these, if you eat these jacks, you'll spend some time with my fly fishing friend. Are these maple
sugar candy.
There is a way with a pestle and mortar thingy that you can crush these and have them put into a syringe, and then when you go to Fairview Hospital, they can just do like an IV of this. Fairview Hospital is still the place to go.
Fairview Hospital is the best.
When you get a zag nut stuck in your throat. Would it be this kind of machine where, you know how every so often you hear a story about how they found out that somebody had like an earring somewhere in their stomach? I was hoping this was like the metal detector on the beach, that you would just find that I had like valuables inside me.
That would be great.
Yeah,
right?
wouldn't it?
That would be awesome.
I would split it with you, I swear.
I'm holding you to that, for sure, for sure.
I would donate it. That's what I would do.
There you
I would
go.
donate it to the Fairview Hospital 2021 Gala. We are really generous people, speculatively.
First of all, I want to say thank you. Your donations are going to be going towards helping us to purchase 2 state-of-the-art ultrasound machines. These advanced diagnostic devices are game changers for us that will help us make the diagnosis so we can provide the best care possible for our patients. It's going to be helpful for us in the emergency department, the surgeons, our obstetrics department, our primary care providers. All of these machines will be helping us to make the diagnosis that we need to make so we can treat you properly. I want to say a big thank you.
So the colors on here, they show the blood flow.
I'm just so excited that I have blood flow. My neck look healthy, by the way. I'm about maybe 2 years away from having a surprise party neck, which means it's covered in crepe.
We do ultrasound from head to the toes because we look in the neck, we look in the face, soft tissue if somebody has a lump or a bump. Also for ovarian torsion, testicular torsion. Torsion means that it's twisted.
Oh.
So we do thyroids, abdomens, and liver, and we do GYN and legs to make sure somebody doesn't have a blood clot. If we think they might have a blood clot in their arms or their legs, which could lead to a pulmonary embolism, which is very dangerous. So we get called in for emergencies a lot for that. We're doing ultrasounds to really help save some people's lives.
So the new kinds of machines.
Each machine that replaces the one that we have, this one, even though it looks, fairly new, it actually is pretty old, and like we say, it becomes a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And when we get the new machine.
No, I saw this in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It looks something like that, right? Every new generation ultrasound machine that comes out that we get totally blows me away. I mean, I look at the images and I'm like, wow, I can see that so much better than I did. They see something on a kidney. And so we'll do a kidney ultrasound and make sure that it is a cyst or it's solid or if it has vascularity.
Wait, what's vascularity?
Vascularity is blood flow. So most, I shouldn't say most, but...
Do you say stuff like that, like on dates and stuff? Do you go, I love your vascularity?
I do.
Wow.
And I'm the people that I don't want to go out with again.
Guys, how are ya? You know what? I try to swing vegan when I can, but those ice creams, I look at, this is making me into a chegan, which is vegan who cheats. These aren't all your kids.
They are. I have one more who's not here.
Sakes.
My wife is running away. She's hiding.
Oh my gosh, hey!
Get it on film.
How are you? Excellent.
Run away. That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's a good example for the children. That's good. Don't speak to strangers, kids. What made you come move here?
My wife and I work at a school nearby here.
A school? Clearly you're not in the marketing department for the school.
I don't know. It's the Berkshire School.
Oh, the Berkshire School. Is it a private school?
It's a private boarding school.
So is it kind of fancy? Do they have like dressage? Is it Mitt Romney's wife's sport with the horse where they dress it up in outfits and stuff? So, have you had to use Fairview Hospital? I mean, I don't want to bring you down while you're out here. This is part of the Gala, the 2021 Fairview Hospital Gala. Well, of course, you're the athletic director, so you're bringing...
We bring kids there all the time from our schools.
Oh my God, so don't say that during the film about the school. And good experiences?
Great experience. People are great. It's really comforting to have them so close by. They're terrific.
Earlier today, I was using a radial arm saw and I just cut my whole leg off. And
amazing.
Great. Honest to God. Man, they sewed it up. They gave me some of those grippy socks and I was back out. So they are really
good.
Amazing.
Good thing you had those zipper pants on.
Oh yeah, they were able to get to the injury quickly. Don't forget to donate. Those grippy socks aren't free, you know.
We have a community hospital, and the community hospital serves not just the needs of our health, it serves the hunger in the community. Fairview Hospital. And we kind of went, oh my God, really? Because we didn't know those services were a part of the function of Fairview Hospital.
It just spreads out all over. Everybody gets help.
Fairview is a pillar of this community. No question about it. It is the Washington Monument of Great Barrington. It definitely is.
What? Oh, do we need any help?
Are you okay?
Heck no. So now that I have these bagging skills, there's every possibility that Poundstone's produce next door will put you guys out of business.
Just don't go next door.
You know what? It's business, Matt. It's business. It's not, you know what?
We were friends.
Yeah, you know I love you, but it's business. I remember going to Matt's house years and years ago and realizing that beautiful house Matt has was built by tomatoes. You were raised by tomatoes.
I am raised by a tomato.
Pistachio meats. Is that what that says? You know, I've never been to a pistachio ranch. Yeah! Get up there, pistachios. Oh. Woo! You'd think you would have wrapped it around the pistachio meats. Because, man, they're going to spark a life in them. They'll take off right in your bag. By the way, Fairview Hospital, scalpel jockeys.
So Paula, what brings you to the Berkshires?
I am helping make the Fairview Hospital 2021 Gala! Plus, I came for the Pistachio Beach Roundup. I live in the city. You can't catch a tree where I live.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Now we're
Not
really
again
hung
with
out.
the tree.
Now we're really hung out. Right
You
up
know,
the-
I could just dip down like this and catch a fish.
Sometimes you do that. See what happens, right?
Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love that. All right,
do,
I'm going
they
to try
do.
one more time.
Nice.
Oh.
You got it?
Uh-oh.
You're fishing behind us?
Now I
That's
got the
okay.
sound guy.
There we go. Oh.
I just brought in the sound guy. How are you? Nice to see you. Do you guys live, I'm Paula, by the way, in the Berkshires? Do you live in Great Barrington? Were you born here?
Were you born here? No. You were. I wasn't. I was born in Haiti.
Oh, in Haiti! Oh, wow! And so what grade are you in?
I am in second, but next year I'm going to be in third.
Were you in the building of kindergarten last year, or was it all that computer stuff?
It was all outside.
It was all outside? Was that because of COVID or because they just wouldn't let you in? What a terrible school. What? It was because of COVID. What a relief. You had to move on an airplane. Yeah, well, that was good thinking. I was on an airplane earlier today myself. I was standing on the wing of the airplane, which they don't usually allow, but they made an exception. Yeah, it was flying up in the air and I was walking on the wing. Yeah.
So, did you take a video of it?
Yes, we did.
Can I see it? Yeah.
Yes, you can. We're making a video right now. First, they're going to show the part where I was walking on the wing, and then they're going to show the part where I'm talking to you.
Crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can you believe it?
No.
I can hardly believe it. Remember to donate and do it quick.
How does she hang upside down like that?
I think she uses Velcro.
If we're going to take away the most positive things we can from our experience with COVID, I can tell you that we had no inpatients with flu. Our staff had virtually no call-outs because there were no colds. We continued to protect ourselves and our community by wearing masks, washing hands, social distancing, and it's a social responsibility to do that, to take care of ourselves and our community. I can't emphasize enough the importance of getting vaccinated, getting your booster shots, making sure your loved ones get vaccinated. If they need help getting to a place that offers a vaccination, reach out. We all need to do our part as our social responsibility to keep each other healthy and out of the hospital.
Is this to eat or in case you didn't have people put the
in case of injury.
Yeah,
exactly.
good thinking. You know, here in Great Barrington, we have Fairview Hospital. You don't always have to turn to frozen peas. You know, it turns out that when you get an injury and you put something frozen on it, you're supposed to only put it on for like 10 minutes and then take it off.
10 on, 10 off.
Yeah, I didn't know that. When my daughter Allie was younger, she was in gymnastics and she had some sort of injury and I made her keep the ice on for a really long time. She got frostbite.
Oh no, that's so funny and horrible.
Yeah, I don't work at Fairview Hospital. I was just over at Guido's in Great Barrington and someone was buying a bag of frozen peas. Do you guys get your frozen peas from Guido's? Because that's a non-surgical intervention right there.
I keep those in my office.
There you go. How are you? I'm Paula.
Hi, Paula. I'm Steven.
Hey, Steven.
Hi, Susanna. Nice to
Hey,
meet
Susanna. Nice to meet you. We're making a video for Fairview Hospital supporters, asking for donations, don't forget. So, I want you to know that I'm not recommending that you choke, but if you did choke, because I see you're eating fish, I just met the emergency room doctor, and he's very nice, so they got you covered. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
You too.
But on the off chance that you're not, there is Fairview Hospital.
Well, we have to say we happen to be talking about Fairview right when you walked up because I'm pregnant and we're gonna go there.
Oh, wow.
So just saying.
That is so exciting.
It's quite a coincidence.
That is a funny coincidence. Well, I want you to know that they're going to have new ultrasound machines. I mean, the one they have now is good, but they're going to have even more perceptive ultrasound machines. And it could be your baby's first picture.
Amazing news.
Yeah, good luck, by the way, with that.
Did you know your Fairview OBGYNs care for women at all stages of life? You probably know about our outstanding maternity services, but we can also help you live life to the fullest, no matter what your age. And all our OBGYNs are board-certified surgeons. So when you need something, you won't have to be shipped out to Springfield, Boston, or Kathmandu. We can take care of you right here at Fairview. Who knew such good things were so close to home?
He's experienced it.
Yeah, 15 customers deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you're getting
This could be a whole career.
You know, but when
If
people...
if this comedy thing doesn't work out.
Have you had to go to the Fairview Hospital?
Oh my God, like a million times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my husband and I are frequent flyers at the Fairview ER.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
They should do a thing like donut places do where they punch a hole and then you get like a freebie.
They totally.
And you like time your heart attack so
Yeah.
it's under the free one.
Well, thank you for being here because Fairview's a great place.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I'll remember you to them. I'm sure they'll know you.
And here you are in the Berkshires. Are you going to be doing something here?
I came for the baguettes. Yes, I am doing something here. I am a part of the Fairview Hospital.
Oh, yay.
2021 Gala.
Who would have thought?
Bet you never thought I'd be breaking your eggs.
Okay.
Your whole nation's identity down there on the brain. Do the Armenians know these got out? Their whole nation's identity down the drain. Didn't you have a procedure at Fairview?
Oh yeah, Fairview is a great hospital. I had my hernia done by the famous, infamous Dr. Vinoglu.
A hernia, is that caused from lifting something? Were you lifting something?
Yeah, I was building stone walls and I lifted a rock a little too heavy and it popped something.
They should put on like a big rock. They should have Fairview Hospital's address and phone number.
Yes, yeah. In case of a hernia, please call Dr. Vinoglu.
Exactly. In fact, one of the first things he says to a patient is, "Go ahead, try and pick me up."
That'll do it right there.
Hey, good, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm here to help with the Fairview Hospital 2021 Gala.
Lovely.
And I heard that you did hernia operation on a pilot. Remember a guy that kept hovering off the table? How long have you worked there?
34 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it had been there that long.
Fairview is older than 100 years old.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I mean, if they combine your age and mine, we're still younger.
Anna, is this the top of a corn? I hope so, because if this is my hairpiece.
That's my mustache.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I want to give your figs
Yes.
the same kind of care that the medical staff at Fairview Hospital gives to the patients.
That's lovely.
So if you'll come back in a few minutes, we'll start the IV.
Did you know how many surgical services Fairview Hospital has to offer? We do a lot of laparoscopic surgery, upper endoscopy, and colonoscopy. Did you ever hear of hyperbaric oxygen therapy? We have our own wound care center right here in Great Barrington. Don't let the small size fool you. Fairview is a little hospital with a big reputation. Who knew such good things were so close to home?
We got the classic stick fish.
This is probably, oh yeah, you did get a stick fish. All right, do you have a favorite emergency room injury? Where they come in and you can do it with your eyes closed. Don't. But if I was an emergency room doctor, no matter how many years I'd been at it, every time someone came in, I'd go, ah! All right, so then you just do it again after it goes down?
Yeah, right. So you're kind of ready to kind of drift
Are you familiar with the Fairview Hospital?
Yes.
Why do you laugh at that?
I laugh because I've been in there several times. I come in doing a little chicken dance because I get kidney stones.
Oh, really? So now do they recognize you? So you come through the door and they're like, it's a kidney stone guy!
He's too much of a good person to admit this, but they actually bronzed his kidney stones. And they've actually framed the entrance of the building with these kidney stones.
Wow, that's a beautiful tribute.
They've made bookends out of them, so you know that they were large kidney stones.
Frequently when he shows up, doctors ask him to autograph their kidneys. Yeah.
Never heard anybody brag about the size of their kidney stones before, but that's good. I was in the river today with one of the emergency room doctors, and he was showing me how to fly fish. And so whatever comes out in your sushi could be
right?
what me and the doctor reeled in. Yeah, only if you'll autograph one of your kidney stones.
Yeah.
The next one has my name on it. That's a point of pride. All right, you guys, it was so nice talking to you. Enjoy your meal. Take care.
It is our little community, and we're a little community, who has this blessed organization called Fairview Hospital. Wonderful.
Well, I want to thank everybody so much. I'm very excited to have been able to be a part of Fairview Hospital's 2021 Gala. And thank you guys so much for hanging out and for your good work here. And I hope that during climate change, fall gets longer. Goodbye, Fairview audience. Hope you enjoyed the ride.